All right, so let me bring in Rick Green first. Rick, when you see this, the point, whether he was drunk and didn't know what he was doing, to me is kind of immaterial. It's hard. I've had to search to even find this on any media outlets, and honestly, I didn't find it. I found it on social media. Is the only place I found it. And the reality is, if it was the other way around, coming off Joe Biden's speech, we would be looking at a much different uproar. There'd be burnings and riots and everything else going on. And then to only hold him for a short amount of time and with a $50,000 bond, that's not even a slap in the face or a slap on the wrist. That's really nothing for a bond. Rick, what do you think?
Well, and Gene, we don't even have to guess or wonder what it would be like if the shoe was on the other foot. This is the comparison's horrible. I mean, this is just proof that we don't have equal justice or blind justice in America. Here this guy is, admits that he murdered this kid, admits that it was over a political difference and that it was because he didn't that he thought he was a Republican extremist. He even uses the language of the president. So did the president incite this murder? But compare that right now, letting him out of jail the next, within 48 hours on a very low bail. Compare that to the January 6th folks who have been denied bail. They have all the same things this gentleman was just saying. They've got families and homes and jobs and everything else that's been destroyed over the last year and a half, and they didn't murder anyone. Some of them didn't even break anything. They didn't even break the law. They were there for a rally and did what was legal. So, I mean, that's a two-tier justice system. If we were in a world where the rule of law was being followed and everybody was being treated the same under the law, I might not even object to the guy making bail because we do believe in innocent until proven guilty, even though he's actually admitted it. But that's not how they're treating other people who had far lesser offenses, but they were of a different political persuasion. So we have a two-tier justice system treating people different based on what their political values are. That is a very dangerous place to be for a nation. And the president is only encouraging this two-tier justice system. And I would frankly say encouraging maybe not this level of violence, but he's certainly encouraging a level of intolerance towards anyone that doesn't get on board with his political agenda. They're somehow a threat to the nation.
They are, evidently a huge threat because, as you so well pointed out, January 6th insurrectionists never had the opportunity to make bail. They were denied bail. And they've been
treated horribly. Treated like
horribly, still in jail.
Country, not allowed to shave, not allowed to clip their fingernails. I mean, I know that sounds silly to some people. Just imagine for 6 months at a time not being allowed to take a shower or shave or do the. I mean, they have been treated like animals. We treat the worst of criminals better than what we've allowed these people. They're in a gulag in Washington, D.C. Compare that to this guy getting out within 48 hours.
It's sad. And again, I come back to this, Dutch, with mainstream media. I actually